Guys, Angelo, what's going on today?
Well,
What do we got?
listen, we got two great guests on the show today. We have the founder of KTE and media director. They're brothers, which is good to see synergy together. They address things that actually lately have been coming up a lot for people in the diaspora. And there's some good questions here today, and I'm sure the guys would have some good answers to it. We have Alexandros Benis and Christos Benis of KTE. Welcome to Connecting Greeks, guys.
Welcome,
Thank you
gentlemen.
so much for having us on. It's a pleasure to be here, really. So
Good
thank
to be
you.
here. So look, I went on your website, bought as a big fans of you guys, and I've been looking at the stuff. You're addressing some interesting issues about Greeks in the diaspora, and as an entertainer in the diaspora who goes to Greece, it's very interesting. And I'm going to present this to you right off the top, guys, because this is right in your wheelhouse. So I did an interview with a Macedonian newspaper yesterday. And it's interesting what the reporter said to me. She said, it's interesting now, things are still difficult in Greece. She goes, pensions are not up to par. And she goes, it's tough. A lot of people have left Greece to go work in other countries, as we know, but it's getting better. It's getting better. There's no doubt. I'm not sitting here. She said, I think you guys in the diaspora have a more passion about Greece than we have right now. And she says, how does that come through in your comedy? Because she goes, I've watched your, and I'm using me as an example here. She goes, I watch your comedy clips. You talk about being Greek, because I grew up in Canada and I live in LA now. And you've traveled the world. You talk about the similarities, which they exactly 100% do exist. But she said, you don't mock the Greeks, although some people think I do, or make fun of them. But she says, it seems to me that, now this is what the reporter said. She said, is it easier to love Greece outside of Greece because we have regular jobs? And when I'm saying regular jobs, meaning there's more employment, there may be more opportunities, as opposed to, and that's what I was telling Arian Forte. Some people, I love Greece, I'm moving there. Yeah, I got 20 grand in my pocket. I'm there for 7 weeks. So I'm making it rain. I'm in Mykonos, I'm in Santorini, I'm in Rhodos. You know what I'm saying? I'm at festivals. What better place is there to go in the world than Greece ever? And we all know that's where the place is. But do you find, and this is right in your wheelhouse, guys, because I saw KTE, and I love the questions that you put on your website and things that you're talking about, colonization within Greece, how people view Greece, from the diaspora. How do you're the new generation now? Because I'm sure when you talk to people, I know it's a loaded question here, but I just wanted to layer it for you. A lot of people now ask me, I go, look, my question is, when everybody asks me, I say everybody should go visit Greece once in their life. And tourism is booming in Greece. But the truth is, I did a TED Talk in Patra. When you talk to the younger people, there's not as many opportunities as we may think. And because we go with loaded pockets of cash and we're Greek, we love it. But what's your view of this perspective?
Right. So what you're
Alexandros, I want to jump in real quick and just so, because there's many parts. It's a great question. We don't mind loaded questions, by the way, because as you say, it's right in our wheelhouse. So Alexandros, you're the talker, you're the brains behind this operation. You're going to say the bulk of what is said here today. I'm just the guy pressing the buttons. But what I will say is that to address the matter of pride, Greek diasporans have to seek out their community, usually in church, right? We're prideful because we're very intentional about keeping that heritage alive, whether it's cuisine, language, religion, dance, general culture, all of these things. Whereas in Greece, they are right there with the problems. Everyone knows there's problems in Greece. And part of KTE, the reason why we're starting this organization, is to have the Greek diaspora help Greece with their economic, social, and cultural problems. But yes, I think that over here in the diaspora, whether it's in Canada, whether it's in America, whether it's in Australia, Germany, South Africa, I go on and on and on, we have a romanticized view of our homeland. Our job as I guess founders of KTE is to try to cut through that romanticization, excuse me, and think of solutions, exciting, realistic solutions. And Alexandros, you can talk now.
Well said.
That was a great start. I think what he's getting at is a historical thing that's occurred with diaspora everywhere, but I think it's happened in a more amplified way with the Greek diaspora. So first, you have to consider the time at which our ancestors left Greece to come to America. Most of them came at a time when Greece was more ruralistic. It was much more traditionalistic. It was very religious.
Yeah.
It was just a very, cohesive society. And they came and they brought that to America, to a foreign country, and they had to build a community with the values that they all shared. And they had to, like Christophoros said, you have to build a very intentional community. Those things became part of everyday life. So again, we actually did a video on this where it's like, if a young Greek American wants to learn how to dance or wants to learn how to speak Greek or wants to, eat Greek food or get in with the Greek community, he does those things at a church. He does those things, again, very intentionally, has to seek them out. Whereas in Greece, those things exist just everywhere. They're on the street. Like if you want to learn how to Greek dance, there's like 10 panegyrides this month. You can go to any of them and you can learn how to dance. But if you're a Greek American, you want to learn how to dance, you take like lessons. So I just think it points to a fundamental difference where in the diaspora, you're forced to be much more intentional because Greek culture isn't right there at your fingertips most of the time. It's something you really have to look for. And then again, considering the time at which people left, again, national pride, patriotism, deep religiosity is something that was passed down to us from our grandparents or great grandparents or maybe even parents. And I think that the sort of attitude we have is in sort of the upbringing that I had, and I think I speak for many Greek Americans and Greek diaspora when I say this, is we received the values of our grandparents. And for them that was again like your religion, your culture, your language, like all these things were of the utmost importance, and there was no way to replace any of them. I think that kind of answers your question. So I think there's two things, again, intentionality, and also we're a product of our environment, and where does our environment come from? Who's it constructed by? It's people who grew up in like the 50s and 60s in Greece, and is a different world then.